put this in context, I really applaud Angela Rayner for the bill that she published today. This is a Labour government doing what a Labour government should be doing, which is standing on the side of workers in this country. I think this bill represents the biggest boost to workers' rights that we've seen probably since the Labour governments in the 1970s. Now, I know that probably Kelvin doesn't think of those with particularly rosy lenses, but if we go back now...
I can remember the 70s and the 80s.
But we go back now, and it became a bogeyman for Thatcher and for Blair, the old Labour. But actually, that was a period where take-home pay was higher. People could, their families could live, working-class people could have a decent life, that we had greater social mobility and equality in that time. And the problem that we have is that the economy today has become excessively dependent on casual and insecure contracts. And people are moving from insecure job to insecure job. Social scientists even have a word for it, the precariat. We have an economy where millions of people are in precarious employment and move from a precarious job to a precarious job. And this, I think, will settle that. And I think that's not necessarily a bad thing for employers, because it gives employers greater incentive to see these as employees that they're going to have for the long run, not just cycling through lots of people on short-term contracts, but thinking, how do I invest? How do I keep these people in my employment?
I like that word, the precariat. But some of these people want to be precariats. Some people. So, like, you're talking about kind of 0 hours contracts.
Some of that, or short-term contracts, or fixed-term contracts. I mean, certainly, my experience in academia, we, across the sector, rely on short-term teaching contracts all the time. People who are employed for, a few months, a year, and they don't have... these people still get sick. These people still often have families, and they, I think, deserve the same kind of protection that permanent academic staff enjoy.
It feels like, therefore, going...
Sure, but why do you say that, man? Why do you believe, then, that we should have an employment force in which everybody has a secure